Welcome back to Destructoid. My name's Chris Moyes, and today we're going to be talking all about Capcom's brand new scrapper, Street Fighter VI. Capcom has openly expressed its intent to conceive Street Fighter VI as something of a make good for the notorious launch date of 2016 Street Fighter V, while simultaneously presenting a new era of evolution for this legendary fight franchise. Street Fighter VI bears the hallmarks of this evolution not only in its core fighting systems, but across every element of its presentation. This revitalised approach includes a ground-up redesign of the aesthetic, as well as the implementation of the celebrated RE engine, in a bold effort to present the most feature-filled launch of a Street Fighter title to date. While evolution might have been the intended term, polished is a far better word to describe the precision with which Capcom has addressed this sequel. The team has not only ensured that the key elements of the fight itself are to the highest standard of player expectation, but also that all of the smaller, equally important details have also been addressed. Street Fighter VI sports a better ranking system, more attractive menus, fun side activities, slicker online capabilities, battle damage, cooler versus screens, sportsmanship rewards, segmented downloads, improved player profiles, and new training tools. And this is not to mention the addition of inventive new control schemes and a range of long overdue accessibility features. And all of this is still only scratching the surface of the quality on display here. For the majority of fighting game fans, Fighting Ground and Battle Hub are where it's at, packed out with an array of familiar modes including Versus, Team Battle, Combo Trials, Training Mode and Character Guides. Also on deck are arcade stories for each of our World Warriors, as well as the comical Extreme Battle, which allows for chaotic throwdowns disrupted by a variety of modifiers. It is in Fighting Ground that players will become best acquainted with Street Fighter VI's 18-strong roster, which features familiar faces such as Ken, Blanca and Ryu from Streets, mixed in with fan favourites such as a particularly foul-mouthed Cammy and my own main squeeze, Jury. Equally of note are the 7 newcomers, and it's testament to Street Fighter VI's design that these new fighters have already been warmly welcomed by the fanbase. Marisa, Manon, Jamie and company have created perhaps the biggest buzz newcomers have ever received in Street Fighter history. For the first time in a very long time, there is not only a desire to master multiple characters, but almost a stalemate of choice when it comes to experimenting with the debutantes. And I hope you like JP, because you'll be seeing a lot of that prick online. Street Fighter VI's cast of skull-smacking reprobates are given life through the sequel's trump card, which is its vibrant aesthetic and full-throated personality. Boasting an underground vibe, Street Fighter VI feels electric, bursting with character and charisma, and awash in lurid colour and bass-heavy beats. Our World Warriors have genuine presence and character, emboldened with fantastic models, serious best animation, and charismatic voice work. Street Fighter VI is dripping with personality and bubbling with dynamism. It feels whole, it feels vigorous, it feels alive. The RE engine is a surprisingly great fit for 2.5D fighting and allows for stellar animation, smooth movement and dazzling effects. The backbone of Street Fighter VI is its drive system, which allows for the armoured drive impact, the dramatic drive parry and the sneaky drive rush abilities. It is through management of this meter that the player dictates the flow of the fight, ensuring that they will have the resources to stay in an advantageous position while being readily open to overspending when victory is in sight. The key boon provided by Drive is that it offers opportunity for creativity. It is through the Drive skills that we will see more varied combo routes, distinct playstyles, and character evolution over the coming years. This in itself places Street Fighter VI over other iterations in the series in regard to its meta-changing potential. And yes, I know that Drive Impact seems too powerful. Give it time, trust yourself. We'll adapt. Essentially a hybrid of Street Fighter and Sega's Like a Dragon series, World Tour sees the player create a custom avatar before dallying around cityscapes, meeting friends and completing subquests, all while getting into a series of random rubbles and their loosely defined search for strength. As you progress through this mode, your character hooks up with each of the World Warriors, learning new techniques with which to build a bespoke moveset. Ever wanted to have Hadoken, Flash Kick, Yoga Teleport and Screw Power Driver? Have I got the character for you, kiddo? While World Tour does a great job at helping players get to grips with the basics of Street Fighter, it is ultimately a lackluster experience. The problem lies in its narrative and its relation to the mode itself. To be clear, World Tour is not a NetherRealm-esque cinematic story mode. In fact, once you've met each World Warrior, the player will be treated to a splendid introductory cutscene, before said character chooses to basically stand in one spot and dole out text messages for the remainder of the story. None of the world warriors interact with each other over the course of the tale, generally existing only to offer up new moves, kick your ass in sparring sessions, and passive-aggressively accept your gifts. World Tour instead focuses on the adventures of your voiceless protagonist and everyone's favourite new character Bosch, a tale of stolen bus stops, a neutered Mad Gear gang, and the sort of narrative high stakes that see Bosch kidnapped and Luke telling you to go to Jamaica and bring me back a souvenir in response. Only the delightfully heinous new character JP shines through, easily donning the mantle of the series' most despicable villain since M. Bison. Also, Jory seems really fucking depressed. If she wants a coffee and a foot rub, I'm here for her. While World Tour isn't the Street Fighter RPG some may have hoped, it's not without its charm, and represents only one element of the package of great extracurricular activities. The arcade mode unlocks lovely artwork and fun bonus stages, the combo trials are compelling, the avatar builder is hilarious in its Frankensteinian potential, and the game centre is packed out with rotating Capcom classics, including gems such as Magic Sword, Final Fight, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Sun, and others. Oh, and Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo is also here, and that is worth the price of admission alone. While the disappointment of World Tour and the concerning nature of monetization weighs heavy over the title, it cannot be emphasised enough that Street Fighter 6 is a magnificent fighter. From its wide array of modes and features, to its exciting combat and dazzling visual design, Street Fighter 6 is a title that radiates excellence. There was a clear commitment by the development team to deliver a thoroughly engaging fighter for both the dedicated Street Fighter community as well as curious onlookers. And this commitment has been fulfilled, resulting in a year best release and a legitimate GOTY contender. With this sequel, Capcom has made a declaration to redraw FGC focus onto its flagship fighting title, perhaps the flagship fighting title, and has successfully delivered an outstanding contender for this coming generation of fighting games. While not all of the design decisions and ambitious new modes hit their mark, Capcom's commitment to producing a polished and superlative fighter is readily apparent throughout this stellar release. A compelling roster, exciting visuals, crisp performance, and thrilling mechanics ensure that this prestige sequel is set to champion local, online, and international competitive scenes for years to come. Simply put, Street Fighter 6 is one of the very best entries in the series' storied history. Thanks for taking the time to check out our video review for Street Fighter 6. If you haven't already, please consider hitting that subscribe button, and for extended thoughts, written reviews, news, and so much more, be sure to head on over to Destructoid.com.